Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Rob, and it's time for another product review. So here's the thing, guys. Catalytic converter theft. It is a problem, and honestly, it's a very unfortunate problem, guys. You know, what will happen is the thieves will go underneath your car or truck, and they will cut off your catalytic converters. This is a problem because then they will sell your converter, and then you're left with a car that's all cut up underneath. So what you want to do is you want to find a way to basically try to keep your vehicle safe and try to deter them. It's kind of like when you're trying to keep your motorcycle from being stolen. What you want to do is you want to make it so much of a trouble for them to take it that sadly they'll just go on to the next car or truck. So that's why I want to talk about this product. So this is the Millercat Cat Shield. So this Cat Shield is actually for the 2014 and up 4Runner. Millercat does have a large range of products for a large range of cars and trucks, so go ahead and check those out, guys. Again, this is for the 2014 4Runner, 2014 to 2023 as of the time of this video. You will also want to be sure, if you do get the same Cat Shield, you do specify which factory suspension your 4Runner came with. For example, if it came with the KDSS suspension, you will need something different, guys. So I have actually had Millercat products before. I have a Millercat Cat Shield on my Tacoma, and so far it has been a solid product. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the overview. But first, I do also want to tell you guys, if you guys want a Millercat product from their website, I do have a coupon code, guys, all right? Use the coupon code ROBSAutos for a discount, all right? So that's ROBSAutos for a discount on Millercat's website. It'll get you a pretty good discount, guys. I do also have that in the description below, so go and check that out. So now let's go over the product overview. All right, you guys, so let's talk about what you get in the package. So this is when you order the Millercat Cat Shield for the 2014 to 2023 4Runner. So first off, check this out, guys. We do have these side shields as well as the main shield. So the whole point is that this will basically, it's going to cradle it, you know, from all sides to help give it maximum coverage. You will notice, though, pretty neat, you see this little curved part right here? That's to help basically help you out in case of a visual catalytic converter inspection. In some states, they do check that you have a catalytic converter when you go in for a smog test. So this way they can still easily see it and won't ding you for that. So you have the side shields, and basically, here, let me lift it up a little bit. There you go, it's going to be just like this as it is underneath the 4Runner, and we go ahead and install it. Put those down. This is going to be to help attach the 4Runner shield to one end. They lovingly call this the nut holder. So you're going to see this being used as we install it. Very easy install, guys. And then let's look at what they gave us. So here are the screws that they give us, and they also do include physical instructions, which is always nice in this day and age. Of course, online they do also have instructions as well. So now here is what I think is a really cool part of the packaging for the 4Runner Cat Shield, and actually all of our Cat Shields. Let me open this up. So it does also come with security screws. So all the screws that are outward facing, they do have the security feature on them. So basically you need a specific bit. It's not just a Phillips head. So here, let me get this a little bit closer to the camera so you can see that. This is a security screw. So as you can see, it's not the standard Phillips, which is really cool. So that way they do have a harder time unscrewing it. Of course, they do also give you the recommended bit that you need to go ahead and remove it. Sorry, let's get that in focus. So pretty cool that they include this. Other companies, you actually have to pay extra. So I just always thought that was a really cool touch from Millercat. All right, you guys, now that we've shown you what you will get, now let's go to the actual install, guys. We're gonna go ahead and install this on a 2020 4Runner Tier D off-road. So let's go ahead and let's get to it. All right, you guys, so first things first, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna assemble the actual shield. So we're gonna take all of the smaller screws. Remember, guys, the order is you're gonna have the screw, then the locking washer on the bottom, and then just a standard washer on top. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use these to screw on the sides here. And then we're, of course, going to be using the security bit that I do have on the drill. So for example, I'll take this one right here. I'm gonna go down here, go ahead and put that through. And I'm just going to go ahead and hand tighten them first, just to get all 4 of them on. And then I'll go ahead and drill them in a second. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just tighten these on by drill with the bit. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the other side. Alright, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this side the exact same way. So just line it up. Let's get it in there by hand first, just to make sure everything is fitting right. So one's good. Next one. So you will notice one side has 4, the other has 5. Alright, now we'll go ahead and just drill them in. Alright, now the shield is assembled. Now it's time to actually install it on the 4Runner. Alright, you guys, so now we're underneath the 4Runner. So first things first, we have to remove these crossbars as well as this cover up here. They just use 12 mil, so we'll just go ahead and take those off. 1, 2. What are these ones right here? So that's one side is down. So we'll go ahead and let me get the cover off while I'm here. And the next screws for the cover are actually up there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these ones off first before I go over there. Alright, so now those are gone. We're just going to finish off on the front cover, and then we'll go ahead and install the shield. Alright, you guys, so now to get off the rest of this front cover. So these 2 screws are a little bit hidden. They're just up in this little recessed area. So we're just going to go ahead and get this in there. There we go. So that's one. We'll get the second one over here. And then it comes right off. Alright, now it's time to get the actual shield on here. Alright, you guys, so now for the next step. So here's the thing, guys. Here are 2 screws from when we removed the brace, right? So the brace uses 2 just normal 12 mil. So part of the whole theft-proof thing is that we're going to remove 1 screw, and we're going to use one of the security screws. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to install this upper part. But we're going to leave a little bit of slack so it's hanging down so that we have some room to squeeze the cat shield in there. Now I do realize this doesn't mean that you might not even have to fully remove this if you wanted to install the cat shield. But I figured that we have the extra screws, so we might as well use them. So we're going to go ahead and just install them. So like I said, guys, we're going to put just a little bit of slack on. We're also going to go ahead and switch off. Remember that we are using the security bit for the security screws. So now we have a little bit of slack. So now we're going to be able to slide the cat shield through and then screw that in. You know, as usual, guys, it's always going to be the first screw that's the hardest. And then after that, it will be held in place. Let's get to that step. All right, you guys, so remember, I did say to make sure to put on those top screws, just so that this can also help hold it in place. As you can see, it can let go. It's fine. So remember that when you put the shield on, you got to make sure to tuck it in up in here. So tuck it through under. Don't have this on here. It has to be underneath the cross member area. So that way everything is nice and secure. because we're going to have a longer screw that's going to come onto this side and go through the end to the actual shield itself. So we're going to come back here to the front, and here are the 2 screw holes. We're just going to need to align this back up and just take your drill, get that in there. So that's one, and then I'll just go ahead and switch off to the bit for the privacy screw. Take a privacy screw and just get that in. And there you go, guys. This side is now done. So I just have to tighten up over here. Easy peasy. Switch off the bits one more time. And there we go, it's done. So now we're just going to do the same thing on the other side, and then I'll show you guys how I do the front end. Alright you guys, so now for the last part, it's for the front of the shield. So you see this plate that they gave. You see this rounded part right here? Instead of how this end it's squared off, this rounded part, this faces the passenger side like this, alright? So this point faces towards the front passenger side. So it'll go just like this. So what you'll have to do is you have to get in this long screw through this hole, and then through this hole over here in the cross member. And this is the kind of the hard part. Yeah, I have to angle it in to get it through and screwing into the other end of the cross member. So luckily you can actually see through this larger hole right here. So I'm just gonna look right through there, and first one is in. So I'm just gonna screw that in a few times just to make sure it doesn't fall back out, and then I will do the other side. Because remember guys, what's happening is that this cross member, it's hollow. The top of the cat shield is right over the top of the cross member, so we're putting the screw through the hollow cross member into the cat shield. So now we're going to go ahead and get the second one. Once again, you can just see through the side. Easy peasy. Now let me just get the drill so I can just get this in there real good. That's one. And we'll get number 2 right here. And there we go guys, it is now installed, so let's go ahead and let's see how it looks as a whole. Alright you guys, as you can see, we have the cover installed. Do remember though to reinstall, this upper cover. Really easy guys, just the 4 screws. So with the Millercat installed, it looks good. Remember, this is the steel one. I do really like how it looks guys. Now this looks intimidating. This looks like something that a catalytic converter thief is going to look at and say, never mind, I'll go on to the next vehicle. It does have these nice vents in here also to let some heat out. Really cool design in my opinion. I've seen some of the competitors, all they have is a cage that kind of covers the cat. I like that this covers this whole area. Really makes it look more opposing, more like a pain for anybody to try to get to the catalytic converters guys. I definitely do recommend looking into Millercats. Definitely worth it. Like I said guys, I still have that coupon code Rob's Autos. So now that we have everything installed, let's go ahead and let's talk about my closing thoughts. Alright you guys, so you just saw the install and review for the Millercat Cat Shield for the 2014 to 2023 Toyota 4Runner. As you guys saw, very easy install guys, definitely not hard. Definitely do recommend using this to protect your vehicle from catalytic converter thieves. And do remember though guys, Millercat does sell it in both aluminum and stainless steel options. This is the stainless steel option, has a lot of weight to it, definitely a bit harder to cut through. However, I do have the aluminum version on my Tacoma. So guys, you really won't go wrong either way. Now remember guys, I only do reviews of products that I actually install on my own vehicles guys. So I don't give attention to garbage. So with that being said guys, Millercat is a quality company with a quality product guys. Very great craftsmanship, great quality. Definitely can recommend looking into them. And remember guys, if you guys do want a Millercat product, do use the coupon code Rob's Autos for a discount on their website guys. That is Rob's Autos for a discount on Millercat's website. Remember guys, aluminum and stainless steel options, definitely worth checking it out, especially if you want to protect your vehicle. So with that guys, this is Rob, and have a good one.